The state of Britain's borders is now utterly shambolic. I mean, it was bad enough that our government's providing economic migrants arriving from the impoverished, dangerous, war-torn country of France, with a free taxi service on shore, free cash, and free taxpayer-funded hotel accommodation. At least under that method, they could claim to be keeping an eye on who these people are. Now we don't even have that. Yesterday morning, at least 30 migrants, some reports say 80, landed on inflatable dinghies on Shakespeare Beach near Dover Harbour. Reminiscent of scenes we've seen in Spain and other European countries, they just waded onto the beach, then ran off into the local town. They could be criminals, they could be terrorists. No one has a clue who they are, or where they went. Although disputed, there were also reports that one of the migrants broke into somebody's home. Another migrant demanded to use a resident's phone so that he could get to Manchester. Reports say 50 of the men were later found, but dozens more could still be on the loose. And remember, statistically, 4 out of 10 of them are from Albania, a totally safe country. They're not even refugees. Since the start of the year, 38,000 of these almost entirely young men, many of them wearing Nikes and carrying iPhones, have arrived in Britain. That's already 10,000 more than the number that crossed in the whole of last year. And the way our government incentivizes it all by rolling out the red carpet, who could even blame them? Perhaps in an indication of how sentiment is turning, people who live in these coastal towns are starting to challenge the migrants.
Why have you left France?
No, I don't speak English.
Well, you're speaking English now.
We don't speak very much.
I'm asking you why you left France.
We don't speak very much.
Don't expect anything to change under new British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak either. He's basically vowed to oversee business as usual with no new plan to stop any of this. We know that the Paris massacre jihadists entered Europe via the refugee wave using fake passports. How long before those harrowing scenes are repeated on the streets of London, Manchester, or Birmingham? Get early access to videos, exclusive live streams, and personally DM me. You've seen how much I get demonetized all the time. Well, this is how you support me. By subscribing at pauljosephwatson.locals.com. Please click the link in the description.